Welcome to Ripple Impact. My name is Abraham Abu. I am truly excited to introduce our guest for tonight's show. Our guest is a speaker, a leader, an entrepreneur, and is one who seeks opportunity. And when he finds opportunity, he takes massive action to turn them into result. He is the founder of All Property Cleaning Services in Edmonton, Alberta, and an award-winning home cleaning service. Patrick, you're welcome.
Thank you so much, Abraham. Thank you so much. And I'm glad and excited to be on your show tonight.
It's been a lot of planning and talking to have you on our show, and I'm glad we finally made it.
Finally.
So our guests are anxious to hear from you. And Patrick, you immigrated from Kenya, East Africa to Canada in 2013. What was the reason behind your coming into Canada? Why did you have to leave Kenya to come into Canada?
My answer always is adventure. You're only living once. And why not? I lived all my life, almost all my life, on the equator, where the sun shines every day from 6 in the morning to 12 in the evening. So I was always intrigued by this idea of snow falling down. So more of like, I wanted to come and experience the adventure and see all that is on this other part of the globe. That is one reason. Another reason was to come to Canada and keep on growing as a person and try out new things. So I got an opportunity to apply as a skilled immigrant. And fortunately, we got our visas to come here as skilled immigrants in 2012 and 2013, March 5th, we landed here as immigrants.
Well, so what has your experience been so far, being coming in from, as at the time you arrived, Canada in March 5th, 2013? From our chat, you came with your family, your wife and your 2 kids, I believe.
Yes, correct.
What was the experience at the time, and how was there any regrets?
You know, we came here in March. We thought that we had planned everything. So we thought that spring normally is a warm weather, but nothing prepared us for the spring here. So when we landed here, the temperature was -16. And that was a shock to us. It was a shock because we've never experienced -16. And we seriously looked at each other in the eyes and said, you guys do go back home because this temperature. My kids were having fun because every time I lost sight of them, every time we lost sight of them, they were busy making butterflies in the snow. So we said that if the kids love it, we'll stay. And here we are 7 years down the line. And again,
well, that's interesting. As an immigrant also, I know what the shock could be, you know, coming in from places where you have sunshine, you have a lot of heat, then coming into snow, a country where you're experiencing minus, sometimes go up to -30 to 40 degrees. It's something that I know a lot of people may not be able to acclimatize so easily, but from what I've heard from you, you did a quick acclimatization. What can you tell us about the first job you took in here when you arrived under that cold temperature? What was the job you took in, and why did you decide to take in that job? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Actually, you know, when you come as an immigrant, you're expected to come with some funds to support yourself. That notwithstanding, when you come here, the money that you have tends to run out very, very fast. Mm-hmm. So we landed here on 5th of March. We didn't know anybody. So we spent the first 1 week in a hotel and tried to organize ourselves, get all our paperwork ready. And then after about a week, we got an apartment and moved in there. Doing and running all this round, going around, trying to finish all the paperwork, you find that you are spending. And the money you came with starts running out very, very fast. So it quickly dawned on us that I had to find another source of income. And because we had moved completely here, there was no turning back, no going back. So we had to make it happen here. So I went to a lot of immigration support service companies around here. most of them, actually all of them are government supported. So they gave us all the information that we needed. And they also started hooking me up with job fairs and letting me know where the job fairs are. So I went for one job fair that was put on by Alberta Services. It was all the way in Argyle. So when I went there, I found all these farms trying to recruit people. The unfortunate part is that all of them, if not most of them, if not all of them, were offering minimum pay. They realized that wouldn't be a good option for me. So there was one company there that was giving only straight commission. That excited me because now what that meant is that every morning when I go to work, I have a blank check, and it's upon me to write the amount that I want to go home with in the evening. I was excited because my background is in sales and marketing and business. So I figured out that there's an opportunity to write my check every morning. So I took their offer, went for the interview, accepted me. So we started working as soon as the snow melted on April 17th. And this job, basically, it's a door-to-door sales job, whereby they give you the script, they give you all the equipment, you go, you knock doors, you sell, you perform the job, and you collect the money, and in the evening, they pay you a commission out of it. Now, this company also was doing lawn care and cleaning of residential homes and all that stuff. So I took up this job, went on the first day. It was a nice learning experience. And on that day, I came back home with $80 and I was very, very excited. I made the first money in Canada. And that made me want to come back the second day again. Another reason why I took up this job is because I saw it as a boot camp, something that would really open my eyes to Canada. And I'll really learn because I figured out that every day I'll be knocking tens, if not hundreds of doors to try and get a sale. And the beauty of it is that every door I knock is a different person. And when I talk to them, they'll give me a different perspective. So at the end of the day, I'll have a richer experience and a much more broader perspective of this country, and I'll be able to learn fast.
Wow, I know how from the story you mentioned, and a lot of immigrants, they go out for this kind of job as a first-time job, what we call survival job. They try to take that job to get to know the system, and from there, what they do, they end up taking one other job or more jobs to add up to the job that they have in order to make ends meet. But in your case, how did you transition from that job to now becoming an entrepreneur that you are right now? How did that happen for you?
So I stuck with them for the whole season, and the whole season was up to when the snow was falling again around late October, early November. And in that time, I had a rich experience. I'd gone around all the 3 provinces of Alberta, Saskatchewan, and British Columbia. And while I was doing this door-to-door job over these months, I spoke with hundreds of people, if not thousands. And they would ask me, what do you guys offer other than just lawn care and cleaning windows? And there, the light bulb just went on. Those were opportunities. So I saw an opportunity to offer more than what the current employer at that time was offering. Again, I had always had this idea of, rather than coming to Canada and being a job seeker, let me come and be a job creator. Because that way I'll be able to add more value to myself, to my family, to the community, and everybody around, and the whole economy. So I used the slow season of winter of 2013 and early 2014 to strategize and start preparing myself for the next season, which began in 2014. So during that cold season, the winter season, did all the registration of the business. I did all the branding. And on April Fool's 2014, we launched All Clean Property Services.
Wow, Patrick. You see, the thing I like about you is the fact that you were doing a particular job, they were asking you questions about the company, and you saw opportunity in those questions. Rather than being discouraged that some of the people you went to knock their doors did not buy what you were selling, they were rather asking you of something that your company does not offer. Rather than being upset that, well, I'm not selling, why don't they just take what they are seeing? You said the light bulb came on you, and you decided to take advantage of that opportunity to start your own company. That is interesting. Correct. But a lot of immigrants, and not just immigrants, even those who are already resided here, they may have the desire to start businesses, but of course they have the challenge of lack of funds. So how did you go about that? Because at this time you haven't started making much. How did you go about that to start up this company? How did you go about getting the money to register and get the equipment and begin the company?
Great question. True. So when I was at the previous employer, I would put some money aside and also build my reputation financially, because I'm lucky that when we went to the bank the first time when we came, we had a very good financial advisor, and he gave us like a heads up on what's required in Canada. The most important thing here is to build a good reputation with the bank, and especially in terms of credit. Because if you have a good credit, you're able to go to the bank, and based on your history, they're able to support you. So keeping that in mind, we had kept a very good record of our finances and our credit during the first year. And we also were using some for our sustenance. The job that I was doing, it was a commission job. So there were days, and very many days, when the pay was very, very good, because we made very good sales and the commissions were good. So we used a portion of it, and a portion of it I was saving. So when the time came, when I went to the bank and I showed them a record of my income and my wife's income, and also our record of a credit, they were happy to support us, and they gave us a line of credit, which we used as seed for buying equipment and starting the company and branding the vehicles and all that stuff.
You moved the company, all property cleaner services, from a 5-figure company in 2014
Correct.
to a 6-figure company in 2015. That's
Very
an
true.
accelerated growth. How did you do that?
Say it's simple, but not easy. However, it's all about the mindset. It's about knowing your market. It's about waking up every day, working with the team, and delivering excellent service. And again, one thing, the home service industry is huge. It's huge. Just take an example of how many people live in Edmonton. There are about 1.4 million people living in Edmonton. Out of that, let's say there are about 400,000 homes or homeowners. That's a huge market. That's a huge market if you know how to tap into it and you have something that people want. And that is what we've tapped into. And we are also very proud of the service that we offer. We're very proud of that. We're proud of what we do. And our mission is to always make life easier for our customers. And if you are able to serve people well, they will like your service and they'll refer you to their friends, and your name goes around. And basically you live on reputation. If your reputation is good, there's an endless opportunity for you to make money.
I see a lot of, when I look at your website, I see a lot of good reviews and lots of people saying a lot of things about your company, how professional you are. Was this something you had always wanted, or this just happened by chance?
My background is in sales and marketing. So before I came here, I had worked in sales and marketing and business for the last 15 years back in Kenya. And one thing I've always believed and valued is do a good job. Do a good job, serve people well. And I'm always inspired by this quote by Martin Luther King Jr., who says that whatever job you're doing, even if you are a sweeper, let it be known that you are one of the best sweepers who ever swept that road. Now, with that in mind, and with that value being transmitted to all our other team members, we are able to serve people so well, and we are glad that they're happy with our service. So we have our core values, and we live by them. We just don't have them on the wall. We live by them, and we remind ourselves of that.
The other question I'd like to ask you is this. We find out that at this time, there is a lot of things going on with the COVID-19 issue. But, does that impact your business in any way?
Not much, because this is just the beginning of our season. This is the beginning of our season, because our season normally starts heating up around when the snow melts. And we're still getting calls. We're getting calls, they're trickling in, and people are all optimistic that all this will come to pass. So it has not affected us. We are still getting inquiries, we are getting quotes, we are making bookings. Another beauty about our job is that we have been practicing social distancing even before this word became so hot as it is. Get all our inquiries mostly from online. We get repeat customers. We also call our old customers. So we do all these things using technology. And then once we have their queries, we schedule them, we book them, the team goes and does it. We send our customers photos of finished jobs, and we send them e-invoices, and they make the e-payment. So COVID does not sound as a big threat to us because we've been practicing a lot of social distancing.
Well, I think your business happens to be one of the fortunate ones because you're already practicing e-transaction. You are doing you said, you don't need to have face-to-face contact with your clients, and your services are done outside the houses, right? You do the cleaning outside of the property, the rooftop. Can you tell us a little bit of some of the activities that your company carry out, so our viewers can know exactly what you do in case anyone wants to patronize your company?
Oh, great. We basically focus mainly on the exterior. However, we also do the interior. The exterior, we do cleaning of sidings, we do cleaning of the windows, we do cleaning of the eavesdrops or gutters, we do driveway cleaning, garage cleaning, and basically cleaning the whole property for the consumer. Yes, we also do interior. Sometimes we do, some customers inquire about interior windows, and we do that too.
So where is your office located? Can you just tell us where your office is located and what's your website address, your contact information, just in case someone wants to contact you?
Located on the West End. They can check all the info, all the contacts on our website, which is allcleanservices.ca. That's the best way to get us, because again, once we get your query, we'll send a team. It will give you a free estimate, and then send you all those confirmations and all those jobs. And we agree on the date, we schedule it, and we do the job, send you all the pictures after the job has been done, plus the invoice, and you can happily conclude the transaction.
Okay, so for your business, is there any special government requirement that you need to meet before you start operating in terms of licensing?
Yeah, there are very many. There are very many, because our job, one, there are certain risks, so you have to comply with them and keep all the workers safe, because we deal a lot with heights. We deal with heights, and we are always cleaning very, very precious items. I say, so keep reminding my teammates, we wash windows, and windows are made of glass. So you have to be careful when you're cleaning them. You don't want to break all the windows. And also when you are cleaning the eavesdrops, you have to be careful about the height, because ladders are one of the major causes of injuries and deaths every year. In fact, they say in Canada, 14,000 people are injured by using ladders. So you need to comply with all those things of OSHA, WCB, and a lot of other licenses that they have. But once you comply with them, everything is smooth running.
Patrick, what would be your advice for our viewers who may want to start a company or want to seek employment in your organization?
Very many opportunities, and people out there that entrepreneurship is one of the preferred career choices for Albertans. I saw a report last year that said that 66% of Albertans prefer entrepreneurship as a career option. So there are very many opportunities, there are very many ways in which you can serve other Albertans or even people in your community. And give it time. There will be challenges, but those challenges are there to make you better. And also, in case you want to reach me out for speaking opportunities and coaching opportunities, you can get to me at hello, HELLO, at patrickjuma.com.
Thank you so much, Patrick. You have been an inspiration to me, and I believe everyone else listening to us and watching this podcast really enjoyed and learned something from you. And thank you, and stay safe.